What is up, guys? Boat Game, Johnny Utah. Today we have some footage from Dgen in the G-101. Now, we're trying to get back into the swing of things, back on schedule, so to speak, as Jean-Luc would say, and we're just trying to get back and just get back to normality, if there is such a thing. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Moving on! We have some excellent footage here. Also, I'm going to be throwing up some videos from some of my folk here this week. If you would like your video on the channel, by all means, hit me up, let me know, and I will inject it upon the masses. Moving on. Got a couple of spreads there going downrange. We're not really sure if it's going to happen. And you know what, guys? 90% of throwing torpedoes is, something could happen. There's not necessarily a good hard and fast rule unless you're close range, that you're going to guarantee, hits. Probability speaking, it could happen, it could not happen. A good torp average is like, 11 to 12%. It says, a solid average is like 10% torps fired. You're not going to go out there. You're not even going to hit with half your torps, because by the time they travel 8, 9, 10 kilometers, who knows what's going to happen. Because I have a lot of folks ask me from time to time how to get your torp percentages higher. And you guys have saw me start firing one on point and one behind instead of kind of splitting. That's assuming, of course, the bad guy is going full speed, of course. Moving on, though, back to the game at hand here. This is the particular vessel that has the what I tend to call the goofy firing arc, simply because it's got forward firing arcs, and it kind of confuses me. It seems like more like a submarine. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it. Looks like we've still got one tube left here. Dgen is rotating to try to get some shots on target. He sends... This is what can only be considered a hail of torpedoes at this poor guy. And now he's throwing up a cloud. Things are going to go very poorly for this gentleman. We've already got some torps down under our belt. There we go. We got some more. And just let me interject my own self. This is for the 6 torpedo challenge in the campaign. So that is why he's running this particular vessel, doing these things here on the way to get the turpets. Moving on here, we're firing some torps. It looks like this fella may even be stuck. I don't know exactly what's going on, and as you could tell there, the guy keeps changing course. He doesn't know either, but he better make up his mind before the torps get there, because they are definitely on their way, and they're looking pretty decent there. Oh, no, looks like he just kind of eased out of the way, but that's fine. He's going to back up into our other ones there, preferably if that happens. We've also got front torpedo tubes loaded. I'm finding out the more I watch of footage of the 101, the more deadly it seems. It just has so many torpedo options. Man, we just slammed one in there. Up in the 40K there range, really making it happen. It's a deadly ship. It reminds me a lot of the Kamikaze, simply because, oh wow, that was amazing. Simply because it's kind of got a quick reload, and it's got a lot of different torps it can fire. And that's kind of the situation we're dealing with. You've got 2 launchers off the deck, port and starboard, then you've got each of those individual forward launchers on both sides of the ship as well. So really something to kind of check out right there. We're pushing 50K, and if you look at the top of the map, and I normally try to go over this before we get to this point, things have gotten to the what I like to call the exponential stage. We have 2 of us left versus 5 of them. Can it be clutched? Absolutely, it can. Probability wise, will it be clutched? Who knows? It doesn't look good. Let me go ahead and say that. As a team, it doesn't look good, but you know what? Dgen isn't out here for the team. He's out here to get his 6 torpedo challenge, and we wish him the best, and I think he's going to make it happen. We've got an awful juicy target over here. You can't help but gravitate towards the BBs, because I'm not saying they have it coming, but they have it coming. You know, it's just so dang hard to hit the cruisers, guys. They're so maneuverable, and they've got the hydro and the 6-minute planes, and they're maneuverable, and it's just almost impossible to connect with a cruiser. You've really got to catch them slipping. But the battleships, for the most part, that's what makes up our 10% of torp hits, or our 9% of torp hits, or whatever our average is. That spread right there, Waka, is looking really, really good going towards that gentleman. We've got a cruiser, a DD off here to our port bow. We're going to see if we can't throw some torps at him. We managed to connect a few right there. Dgen here just has torps just flying off both sides of the ship. As soon as they get loaded, they launch. In strict German fashion, you know, he's got the pistol to the head. He's like, the captain's like, as soon as the torps get loaded, I want you to throw them back in the water. And they're like, jawohl. Trying to put some rounds here on this gentleman. Not really a good look for us. As a DD, you never really want to get involved in a gunfight unless you're Fletcher. For the most part, the rest of the DDs are only focused on how to get out of a gunfight, if that makes sense. So, unfortunately, we get taken out, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. We went out there, we did our business, we got 78, almost 79k, had an excellent game. And we're not too concerned with this gentleman because, you know what? He's not the star of the show. Dgen is. So, focusing on him, we're just going to kind of ease through this. I feel like all Battleship games should be sped up to this, you know, range, just simply because it makes them kind of look like, you know, semi-fast ships there. Got a little bit of chop, a little bit of lag there. It kind of shows up pretty easy when you're this type of speed. But at any rate, yes, we lose. It, as foretold in the legends, it did not happen. However, it did happen for Dgen. He went out there. He made it happen. He put him in submission. CobraClutch.com. He just went out there and got what he wanted, which was his 6 torp, to get the campaign unlock here on the way to the Turpets. So bravo for him. He had a good game. Almost 79,000. Didn't make a whole lot of money, but you know what? That's not what he was here for. Got top of the leaderboard. Guys, really hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next time.